Hey, I'm Chad Zombie and you're watching Zombie-E-Moto. In this video, I'm going to be going over the performance of the stock Surron as I put it to the test on some of Southern California's off-road recreational trails to see how it holds up. I'm going to be going over the tires, the rims, the shocks, the brakes, and whatever else I can think of. Let's get into it. On this trip, we're going to be riding a trail just outside of Campo, California in the Cleveland National Forest. I have no idea how it got its name. We're nowhere near Ohio. We're going to be starting at the end of Bear Valley Road and traveling 1.7 miles until we reach the Long Valley Loop, where we will follow the loop around another 4.5 miles and meet back up at the Bear Valley Trail. Now I have to say, the stock Surron has a lot of power and has no problem getting up to speed. Even climbing up hills doesn't seem to faze it very much, as you can see. I can only imagine how crazy this thing gets with upgrades. The scary thing about riding in remote areas is something going wrong, because it would be very difficult for anybody to come save you. So here I'm taking it kind of slow and checking over the edge to see if my buddy flew off the trail. Luckily it was only a brake issue. One thing I really love about this bike is how easy it is to get around obstacles. The Surron does pretty well handling rocky terrain, and it being so light makes it easy to avoid anything on the trail that might sneak up on you. I've never ridden this trail, so I have no idea what's ahead of me, and watching this playback in hindsight, maybe I should have taken it just a little bit slower. As far as the stock tires go, these tires do not do very well in loose sand. They have trouble keeping grip around turns, and they're so thin that if the sand is even a little deep, you completely sink in, which at these speeds can be a nightmare. Every other video I've seen says that these tires are garbage, and they're not lying. These tires wear down pretty quick if you're riding all the time, so you're probably going to have to replace them anyway. I think one of the next major upgrades I do is going to be to get a new set of rims. I see a lot of people going with the 19-inch in the front and the 16 in the back, making it feel more like a traditional dirt bike. And with a 16-inch rim in the back, there are a lot more options for wider tires.
Looks like a bug did a face mask. Ugh.
I also highly recommend wearing goggles when you ride, just for this reason. Had that bug hit me in the eye at those speeds, who knows how it could have turned out.
Whew. This is exhausting. Dude, it is.
We picked the wrong day to ride this trail. It's somewhere around 90 degrees and I'm wearing way too much gear to be riding in the sun. I do have a camel pack on, but water doesn't seem to be helping this situation.
This trail is kicking my
We tried to take a break in the shade, but it was very short-lived because we were brutally attacked by horseflies. At this point, I'm really starting to feel the heat, and I start riding more aggressive just to get the ride over, which probably wasn't the smartest choice. But all I could think about was getting back to my truck and getting all of this gear off. Now that I'm coming downhill with some speed and catching a little bit of air, I think it might be a good time to go over the suspension. The Surron comes stock with several different brands. It's kind of just luck of the draw. My bike came with the KKE suspension. My buddy bought his Surron a week later, and his came with the D&M. There seems to be a lot of debate over which stock suspension is the best, but from what I gather, they're all pretty low on the totem pole. Now when you first get a Surron, I recommend also getting a shock pump. In the owner's manual it states that the forks should be between 100 and 150 psi. My bike came out of the box with 50 psi, but even having the forks pumped up, I'm still bottoming out over these little moguls. So add forks to the list of upgrades that I'll be getting in the near future, but right now they're kind of hard to find. So I hope this video was able to help some of you out. If you could, please like and subscribe if you want to see content like this in the future, and thanks for watching.